Okay, so the title of my article is The Effect of Caffeine as an Ergogenic Aid During an Aerobic Exercise Performance in Caffeine-Naive College-Gate Football Players. Okay, so the authors are Kathleen Wolfe, Wendy Bidwell, and Amanda Carlson. This was published in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research. The primary purpose of this study was to examine the effects of a moderate dose of caffeine during field-type exercises in highly trained male athletes. Okay, this study was done on 17 male college football athletes from ages 18 to 23. Okay, and the athletes completed 2 study visits. They were a week apart. Okay, the participants were also low caffeine users. Their hypothesis was that the ingestion of 5 milligrams of their body weight dose of caffeine would not improve exercise performance in these athletes using the 185 or 225 bench press, 40-yard dash, and 20-yard shuttle. Their secondary hypothesis was that the ingestion of caffeine with a dose of 5 milligrams of their body weight would not alter their heart rate, blood pressure, or Borg's rating of perceived exertion. These athletes played college football during the previous season, and some were training for the NFL Combine. To control testing conditions, participants completed the same training programs during the 2 weeks of testing. To assess their usual intake of caffeine, these athletes completed the Arizona Food Frequency Questionnaire. Typical caffeine intake was 0 to 81 milligrams a day. 16 of the 17 participants consumed less than 50 milligrams a day. The athletes fasted for 8 to 12 hours and abstained from caffeinated products for 48 hours before the test. Heart rate and blood pressure was measured when they arrived. The participants then consumed a dose of caffeine, 5 milligrams of their body weight. They ate a meal. 15 minutes later, each athlete consumed the same meal during both test days. 60 minutes after consuming, both of the athletes participated in 3 exercises: a 40-yard dash test, 20-yard shuffle, and a bench press. I'm only going to cover the 40-yard dash because that's our test that we'll be given. The 40-yard dash assesses speed and power and explosion. The researchers took the time it took to complete the test, and after all 3 tests, Borg's, RPE, and post-exercise heart rate and blood pressure were measured. Although the testers controlled the caffeine and diet, they were not able to ensure compliance in the study. Factors like rest, prior exercise, and medications may have altered the participants' response to caffeine. No significant differences in performance were noticed for the 40-yard dash or the other test. However, 59% of the participants decreased time during the 40-yard dash and the 20-yard shuffle. 47% increased reps during the bench press with caffeine. No differences were observed for RPE, rate of perceived exertion, between exercises. Post-exercise values for heart rate were significantly higher than pre-exercise values within each treatment. Post-exercise values were significantly higher for systolic blood pressure compared with resting values. Post-exercise values were significantly lower for diastolic blood pressure compared with pre-exercise values. In conclusion, caffeine ingestion did not statistically improve exercise performance during the 40-yard dash, 20-yard shuttle, and the bench press used during the NFL Combine. The participants were low caffeine users and may have experienced some of the negative side effects to caffeine. Also, no differences were found between treatments for RPE, heart rate, and blood pressure. Because caffeine did not statistically improve exercise performance, it would not be recommended for a coach or trainer to suggest a moderate dose of caffeine in caffeine-naive football players as a method to improve performance. Thank you.